It's another amazing day in paradise. My name is Carolyn Sanders. Most people know me as Kai, but the most important title and name that I have is Mommy and or Mom, and that is what I get to be called by my dynamic, vibrant, intelligent, beautiful on the inside and outside young black male superhero named Wisdom. He is my heart beating outside of me, and I am his mom and student. And he is 6. He, some of you may remember us, some of you may have never met us. And so I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'm going to keep it short, at least attempt to. For those who don't do know me, you know I can talk. But I just wanted to update you. Many of you might know that we have been on this journey for about the last 2.5 years here in North Carolina through the perils of poverty, on our way to the pinnacle of prosperity. And it has been amazing. As I in December, me and Wisdom both had birthdays, and my birthday is incredibly special to me because it's Human Rights Day. That's December 10th, and Wisdom's birthday is extra super special because it's 2 days before Christmas, and so we celebrate his birthday and then Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. And he wasn't expected in December. He was supposed to of 2015. He was supposed to be born in January of 2016, but life happens, and he came 13 days after my birthday, and 13 happens to be my lucky number.
My birthday is December 23rd.
Right, your birthday is December 23rd. Thanks, bud. And so, in that time of introspection and just reflecting on the year ending and the year to come, once January hit, I was really praying about where our direction was going, what was supposed to happen. Was my focus on parenting or was it on poverty? Because we were living in poverty and in and out of hotels, trying to stay warm in a cold winter. And God said that my focus was going to be on parenting. And so in January, I reached out to the Jai Institute for Parenting. And through the grace of God and the people in that organization, I began classes to become a parent coach, which has been an absolute dream come true. In February, I signed a contract with NC State University for a project that they're working on for the state of North Carolina called Yay Babies, and it's a project that is designed to help create an early childhood education um, curriculum or system to help families who are experiencing housing instability or homelessness. And so I'm a parent advisor. I am incredibly blessed to work with one other mom and a professor and a graduate student, or a PhD student, excuse me, on this project. And it is another dream come true. I could have never asked for my expertise to be used in such a capacity. In March, I was participating in a group that was studying liberation theology, mostly from the perspective of Dr. James Cone. And the people in that group led me and my son on and allow they we just have been on this incredible adventure with them that allowed us to achieve about half of the 5K to help poverty go away goal that I have, and also ended up helping us to move into a home. Um, it's a home where we have to share a bedroom, which is kind of like still living in a hotel, but we inherited a bedroom with its own bathroom, a full kitchen with a gas stove, a porch with a grill, and not just one, but two pools in the community, one indoor, one outdoor, a playground, a soccer field, a basketball court that shares its space with a tennis court. And so this has been, I couldn't have asked for anything. The challenge has been we moved out of Raleigh and we're now in Durham, and we aren't on the bus line directly. So it has been a transition that has been so worth it in every possible way. In April, I spoke, along with the other people from NC State University that I work with. I spoke at a conference for parent leaders here in North Carolina that was hosted by the Department of Health and Human Services. And this past week, I did an interview with Duke, with some students from Duke who are working on a project to address the housing and housing instability for those who are homeless. And so, needless to say, when God gave us this title of research assistants, to have the information that I've learned and I've gained be be able to be given in such grand capacities has been really humbling, and I'm extremely honored. But our journey isn't over yet. We are not out of poverty's clasp. In March and in part of February, but mostly in March, we were panhandling and finally was able to secure a handler's license for the city of Raleigh after 2 months of trying to find out how to do that. And we were panhandling regularly, and that helped to secure our hotel accommodations, which often ran $80 and above per night. And that doesn't it wasn't always with the ability to cook on a stove or anything like that. In um, in that time, I met some young moms. One young mom had seen me returning to the hotel with the sign that I was holding, and she expressed, how her and her family, her daughter and her daughter's father were experiencing homelessness as well. There was another young mom that I met on by where we would set up in Raleigh, and she asked me what I was doing, and she was pregnant with a 4-year-old and a 13-year-old, and living in her mom's house, and that wasn't going very well. They needed to find a place to stay. And so this journey that I've been on has not just been for me, it has been for all the people that I know I represent. On top of that, even though we were able to reach about half of our $5,000 goal, some of that money went towards paying for what we needed to move here, a moving van. And it also went towards helping my son's father to try to get ahead a little bit. Um, and I don't feel bad about that. We are not together, but I truly believe that he deserves to have a better life than what he's been given. And he's struggling, living in hotels, things of that nature as well. He's got his own demons. So I've never, ever considered um, having the state go after him for child support. It just was not an option for me. I believe that when we can give our black men a firm foundation to stand on, that eventually they will be able to stand on their own. And until that time, in whatever way I can support him, I'm going to. Um, and because of that, he has a great relationship with our son. And moving out to Durham has been a little bit challenging for Wisdom. He admitted that he misses his dad, not being able to see him. And so that is something that I could have never um, prayed for. Would have never considered or asked for. But it does my heart good that he misses his dad and wants to see him. Considering, hmm,
My friends and my dad, I miss them both.
I know. And so it's now you can see why I'm his mom and his student. Um, he um, that even though the relationship that me and his dad have had has been rocky, we have both made sure that Wisdom knows that it's not just me that loves him, but his dad loves him as well, and they talk every day. And so that is such a beautiful blessing that I could have never asked for, that I could have never seen coming. I shouldn't say I didn't ask for it, because I did ask for it. I asked for them to have a better relationship, to have a relationship. Um, and the one that they're developing is exciting and thrilling, and they both deserve it. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody there's hundreds of people that have been our aid. I kept a notebook the entire time we were panhandling. I kept notes and things of that nature. Not everybody's names are in here, but I call this um, my book of life, because I have pages and pages of names of people who gave to us. Some people repeated and came back more than once. And so, that has been just incredible. It's still flipping. More names, more names. I'm just making sure that if you pause it, there's no contact information for anybody. That there's someone there. And so that's not even everybody. There were people that I missed. And so at this time, I'm just inviting you to continue to help us in this journey to move from poverty to prosperity. I've done it internally, and that's what makes this possible. Our journey from poverty to prosperity doesn't just happen because of money. It happened because of what happened inside of me. That I rose from internal poverty to internal prosperity, and I dug out that diamond mine that I knew God told me was inside of me. This course that I've been taking, this parent coach course, it has been first about me, um, delving into my greatness and seeing my greatness. And then it has been about now wanting to help others. And now that I know how to do it, it is now about helping others. And I need funds to do that. So my goal is to meet or exceed the goal that we had for a GoFundMe. There was a NC State student that came to our aid last year that we stayed with for a little while, for a couple of months, and she started a GoFundMe last year at the holidays, and it never got very far above $1,000. Our goal was 3,500. So in that 2,500 would help us to meet that 5K goal that we had in all. And that additional $2,500 would help me to get the other certification that I want to get with the Circle of Security to become a workshop facilitator. And once I have that, I then have a foundation for building what the projects that I've been working on and creating a future that me and Wisdom can flourish with. On top of that, that's $1,000. The other 1,500 will go towards helping us to stabilize our rent situation. We've been given some great favor from the people who own this home, but we do need to pay rent eventually. So paying ahead on the rent would be helpful, and also because we need clothes for the season, for the spring and summertime, and I'd like to have some professional dresses to wear so that I'm sorry, Wiz, can you turn that off for now so it's not making too much noise so they can hear the video? I'm almost done though, okay? So that I can have some professional dresses to be able to go out and present what I'm learning and be able to teach people in a way and looking in a way that helps me to feel comfortable and is also professional and fashionable. And so part of that money will go towards that, and also for Wisdom to have clothes for this summer that we know lasts a little bit longer in North Carolina than any other time. And he is just growing. So he is moving straight he went from a 5 to 7. I promise you, 6 didn't last very long, and he just turned 6 in December. So he needs some new clothes. And I do too. He is good for socks and underwear, of course, because that's what everybody gets for Christmas. But any assistance you can give us to help us take the endeavors that I've been led to birth out into the world would be greatly appreciated. I am very well connected with people. God is showing me how He's making these things happen in all these different places, and that there's so much synergy happening right now for people who are unhoused, but also more importantly for parents, because parenting is my passion. Like, that's my gift. And the challenge with that is that parenting is the problem, but it's also the solution. And I desire to help parents get there. I desire to help um, everybody get to the place that God created them to be. And I know I'm not going to succeed to be able to help everybody, but it's like that poem of the person walking on the beach trying to throw the starfish back in the water, and somebody says, "You know, you can't save them once they're on dry ground. It's not really going to matter what you're doing." And the person threw the starfish back in the water and said it mattered to that one. And when you threw another one, it said it matters to that one. And so, for the people who I can reach and whose lives I can impact and that we can impact, Wisdom and I, as well as the people that God is putting in my circle to help bring this work to fruition and help it to bear fruit, it's going to matter to all those people. and I hope you're one of them. This video is way longer than I had hoped, but and I said a lot in a short amount of time. And so I just invite you to look in the description for more information on how you contribute to the GoFundMe. If you want to contribute more directly, there's information there as well. And thank you so much for all you've done. And it's another amazing day in paradise. Like I said, enjoy creating it.